Hello, everybody. Eddie J on crypto. Today we have a lot to talk about. I know I didn't push one out yesterday. Had a little bit of a family emergency. My daughter got into a car accident. She's fine. Just had to go help her, take care of that. But today we are back at it. We have a lot going on. We've got Russia, Polygon, Cardano, Coinbase, Crypto.com, Robinhood. Um, Believe it or not, LeBron James. Um, we're also going to touch on some hidden regulation on crypto, as well as the new Omicron variant that could affect us. So let's dig in. Let's first take a look at some numbers, because that sounds like fun. All right, so as you can see, numbers are up today. So not bad. I'm not so we could pay attention to this stuff, Avalanche going up 7.6 plus percent, Solana going up 4.97. But this is given how long we've been down, I don't know that I'm paying attention to this as much as I'm paying attention to all three of these columns, right? 1 day, 7 day, 30 day. The reason why is because it's going to give me a better idea about where everything really is. So we'll continue to take a look at that. I also look at the 90-day depending on, how long I've held something or whatever else there is. But what's going through my head right now is market's starting to look pretty good. I thought I saw somebody else that was another coin that was up quite a bit. Let's see. Here's Uniswap that's up, which is not bad. Let's take a look at our portfolio just to see what, how our coins are doing. So in the 1 hour, we're down, but in the 24 hours, all right, whatever. Still, our portfolio is getting hammered. I mean, hammered, and not in a good way. Still, that still tells me that I might be doing bad now, but I'm not panic selling. I'm not panic selling because I know about the utility of these coins. So I'm not worried about it. As a matter of fact, I actually just went and got some more Gala. Why? Because their gaming platform is no joke. It is no joke. And if we believe that gaming, in the future is going to be a very big deal within the whole metaverse umbrella, Gala's got a great platform. So I'm sticking by it, and sticking by it so much that I went and got some more. So that's on my personal account. So we are looking at that. When you continue to look, yeah, we're still getting hammered, but Algorand I think will come up. I did add Algorand to my personal account. I forgot how much I added. I think I purchased at I know I purchased at about 92 cents or something like that, around, give or take. But at that low price point, under $1, I'm fine. And here's why. When you look at Algorand and their all-time high being $15.23. I mean, $3.23. Wow, $15. I wish. But still, I think that they can do it again. And I think that when and if it happens, we'll do well. Sorry, that's my dog playing with his chew toy. So he'll probably hop up on my leg and you'll get to see him. Um, so that's something that I'm paying attention to is what am I holding? Why am I holding it? As well as how did I acquire it? Meaning, did I use another coin that I'm holding to purchase this, or did I put in more cash? With a couple of things that I've done, I was able to take some Bitcoin, which was trading higher than the coin that I was purchasing, and able to get more coin at that point. So it was great. So I didn't have to, so I just reallocated some funds. So that's not a big deal. But for Gala, I actually put in a couple of bucks. Not a ton of money, not a ton of money, but I felt that I don't need a ton of money to make, a decent splash with Gala. I think I'm going to hold it for, at least a year, and then we'll see where it is a year from now. I think a year from now, it's going to be pretty big. I think it'll be pretty big. Um, Even if it just had a modicum of success, a modicum of success. I'm looking at something that if it hits $1, excuse me, I'm at a multiple. If it hits less than $1, I'm at a multiple, right? I think my new strike price is 28 cents. So you look at that number and you're kind of like, that's not so bad, right? I'm at really good multiples at that point. So I'm kind of sitting back and kind of going, okay, I'm good with Gala right now. I can put that to the side and I can consider other moves that I want to make. And again, what I'm doing is I'm looking at what I believe has the most potential to give me a multiple, hitting those first, and then coming back in and looking at a Bitcoin, looking at a Solana, looking at an Ethereum, and seeing, well, okay, now I can buy those because those are going to give me a percentage gain, over a multiple gain. Now, something like Ethereum, if I look right now, Ethereum is at 2,600 bucks. Can they hit 5,200? Maybe, but they probably have a better chance of, doubling anybody's money right now than, let's say, Bitcoin, right? Because their high was, 48.61. So I'm looking at that one as, I think over the next year, Ethereum is gonna blast through doubling that number right here and blasting through their all-time high. So that's something that I would pay attention to. But again, I'm looking to work with things right now that are going to give me a multiple rather than just a percentage. I'm going to invest in both. I'm just putting new money into those potential multiple gains. So let's get to Russia. So earlier this week, I had reported that the Russian bank had said, yeah, no, we should ban crypto. Well, then Putin came back with, no, we should come out with something so that we could tax crypto. Why is that? Well, in that high tension area over Ukraine, the EU and the United States have said to Russia, well, if something happens, we're going to lock you out of the SWIFT network. And that means that money would not be able to leave Russia or enter Russia, or it would be extremely difficult for that to happen. So being cut off by something like that, well, where would you put your money if you wanted to get it out of the country? Crypto. See where this is going? So the way I see it is, this is a way for whoever has money in Russia, flip it to crypto, and now they can go any place with their money coming along with them. I mean, truthfully, they don't even have to walk around with a wallet, right? They only need the passwords, or the keys. And so that's what I'm looking at is, that kind of thing going on, because Russia is not exactly playing nicely with the world right now. So we'll see how that plays out. But I think that's what's really going on. I think that's really why, they're going to try to embrace cryptocurrency, because it's advantageous for those that have money. It's not necessarily as advantageous to, let's say, the ruble, right? Because the bank was saying, listen, this could, kind of wreck our fiat. So pay attention to those kinds of moves. Do I think it's going to have a drastic impact on the cryptocurrency universe? No, I don't think so. It's just interesting to me to watch and be attentive of, because down the road, maybe it does do something. Don't know yet. So I'm going to keep a close eye on that. In other fascinating news, Polygon has over 7,000 dApps on their platform, on their network. Is that nearly as much as Ethereum, which has, over 2 times that? No, but it does mean that, they are growing at a fast pace. So when I look at Polygon, its scalability, its speed, that's big. And here's something else to think about. They're reporting that over 55% of the decentralized applications that are running on their platform, over 55% of them are Polygon only. So not Polygon and Ethereum, but Polygon only. So that's very interesting to pay attention to. So now I'm really, really interested to see how Polygon plays out, because I think that one is going to shoot up. I really do think that one is going to shoot up. So if I take a look at Polygon right now, where are you, Matic? There you go. So at $1.70, a steal. I think it's a steal. You're a little over $1.20 off of their all-time high. But I think once the markets catch up and everybody starts to realize utility and speed and usefulness and all that other good stuff, I think they're going to blast through that $3. I said it before, I'll say it again. I really do think that by the end of the year, Polygon's going to go through $5 per. And that would be huge, considering you look at the size of a Solana and the price that they have and other layer ones. Polygon is a layer two that has entered into the layer one space with a market cap of $12 billion. I think that they're long and strong, and you have a lot of potential going on with the Polygon network. So that's something I'm paying attention to. Sad news is Cardano is not doing so well. They still have a lot of congestion ever since the SundaeSwap implementation. Still going through a lot of congestion. Here's the thing, though: they knew they were going to have congestion before they launched SundaeSwap, right? And that means that they were aware of the issue and they were already on the issue. So to me, it's just a matter of time before they squash that bug and Cardano takes off. When that happens, I think Cardano is going to go through the roof. I really do. So when I look at ADA at a buck seven now, their all-time high was $3, over $3. So I'm sitting here and I'm saying, do I think they can go through $3? Yeah, I think they can go through $3. If they do, then again, we're getting a multiple, and well, this particular account would be getting a multiple out of that growth, as opposed to just a percentage gain. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not upset about a percentage gain, but I am paying attention to those clear opportunities where I can get a multiple gain, right? So something else that I would pay attention to, Crypto.com. News on Crypto.com, LeBron James, NBA fame, doggone, definitely going to be a Hall of Famer, right? But he's partnered with Crypto.com to teach kids about blockchain. That's pretty cool. That is very cool. So again, they're increasing the number of people that are interested in what they're doing and how they're doing it. They're getting big names to buy in and moving forward. So they're consistent and constant with their marketing. They have a strategy and it's clear to the world, and they're implementing that strategy. They just keep going. So I think as the cryptocurrency market continues to take off, Crypto.com will continue to take off. I think that's what I'm looking at right now. And, they have an opportunity to grow very quickly and provide a lot of services. They have an NFT space, which even I'm researching with the projects that we have. So that's something to be interested in. Something about Coinbase. What's really cool about Coinbase is, they're gearing up to add more crypto classes to the platform. So right now they're big on Ethereum and the things that are running on the Ethereum network. But now they're talking about adding things that are already running on the Solana network. And that says a lot, because their CEO is saying, listen, we want to be able to lawfully offer our customers every coin we can legally. That's a lot of coins. So if they were to do that, that would really open them up to doing a lot of different things. Of course, that's kind of the goal of every exchange. So, but it's good news, and it's good to hear. It's good to hear that they're embracing Solana's network, and the coins tokens that are running on that network. So that's actually a big deal. And it adds to the idea that Solana has a lot more going on than people are necessarily giving it credit for. Smart contracts, NFT space, they're really firing on all engines, and I think that's a really good idea. When I look at the LeBron James thing, I'm just sitting there, I'm going, well, Coinbase is doing something, and Crypto.com is doing something. FTX is firing on all cylinders. They're trying to take over the sports betting world space, so that's a big deal. So they're all getting that marketing out there. Unfortunately, I just don't think that Coinbase is doing the level of marketing that Crypto.com is doing and that, FTX is doing. The other part is Coinbase doesn't have a coin. They're just an exchange. So they have a stock price. So I'm sitting there and I'm kind of going, yeah, I can invest in that stock for $170 something per. I don't think so. I think I'll go over to, one of these other exchanges and invest in them by, tapping into their coin. That said, the next piece of information is Omicron. There is a new strain out. It's supposedly, there's my dog, it's supposedly 1.5 times more transmittable than the Omicron version that we're dealing with now, or or Omicron that we're dealing now, which is, I think it's called BA1. The second one is BA2. It's a rendition of. And I'm sitting here and I'm just saying to myself, I think we had the opportunity to squash this pandemic when it first came out and the world didn't react properly. So I think now we're at the very least going to have to deal with an elongated battle with this pandemic. And what I fear is it's never going to go away because the world doesn't want to actually do what's necessary. Like the whole world just needs to shut the hell down. That's my feeling about it, because as long as we keep doing what we're doing, people that don't want to get vaccinated, people that are, still meeting in crowds and everything else, what's going to wind up happening is we're just going to keep going. There'll just be another variant, another variant, another variant, another variant. And we'll learn to live with this truly killer of diseases, right? It's a killer virus, so it'll fluctuate. Some of them it won't kill people, and then some of them it will, and I think it's just going to go like that. And that's something to consider as we keep going forward in the world. Something else that I found out about a while ago, within the America Competes Act, there is hidden language that goes after cryptocurrency. And it was snuck in there. I forgot the senator's name, but it was, or congressman, I forget which one, but it was snuck in there. And now people are up in arms about it, and they should be. You really should be. Go Google the America Competes Act, and you can see what this person has put in there to try to squash crypto. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, how ignorant do you have to be to try to squash something where it can do nothing but help people around the world, not just your country? Oh, maybe it's because you've got other interests. And I think it's just silly from a a standpoint of, how are you going to stomp out crypto? So you're going to walk around to everybody in the country and tell them to get rid of their wallets or whatever have you. I just don't see how this wins. And what it means is, what this particular piece of code is that or wording is, they have the right to stop any transaction based on certain criteria that they deem fits. Oh, I think it was an illegal transaction. Stop the transaction. Whoa, wait a minute. What? Not by any set rules or anything like that. Just we think it's a funny transaction. That's interesting. Instead of, how about we stop having people guess and come up with some real regulation on crypto? Because those of us that are using crypto legally don't care, except that we don't want our rights, impeded. And we already pay taxes. We're fine with paying taxes. So if that's what it's all about, come up with a tax regulation and we'll pay taxes. But we're already reporting on our gains. We're already reporting on our losses. So what are you really trying to do? What are you really trying to get out of this? So what we really need is a little bit more guidance, which, if I look at the FOMC meeting that happened this past week, what's that? Zero guidance? How did that help anybody? Why'd you even talk? At some point, you've got to sit down and you've got to give guidance. Are you going to raise rates, lower rates, keep rates the same? What are you going to do? Or what's going to be the criteria for you doing whatever it is you're going to do in the future? When are you going to do it? Why are you going to do it? So that keeps the market, the stock market, kind of bouncing from high to low, high to low, high to low, just keeping it within a range, right? And because traders, not investors, traders don't know what the heck to do with cryptocurrency, they keep messing around with that environment. Take their money, put it in, take their money, pull it out, manipulates the market a bit, more than just a bit. But then they also don't know what it means. And most of these traders, they're really relying on algorithms to do that work for them. So panic selling, panic buying, FOMO in, fear of losing, right? On the opposite side. And they just sit there and just go, yeah, a little bit of guidance, will go a long way for the crypto space because it's not going anywhere, right? Crypto is not going to leave. It's not going to miraculously just fold and that's it. That's not what's going to happen. What's going to wind up happening is it will grow, it'll become more useful, more businesses will get involved, more people will get involved. I mentioned before, I have a 71-year-old mother, and I talk to her about crypto. She's like, so what's this coin doing? And what's the utility of that coin? And how do we do this? And how do we work that? And how much money would we make if we did this? So the investment in crypto, the usefulness of crypto, she's starting right there with me at the basics. We don't know everything about every single crypto out there. We know things about the cryptos that we like, and we know the reasons why we like them. Paying attention to market cap, paying attention to who's involved with the project, paying attention to what dApps and DeFi applications want to be on that network. What is going on with that particular crypto? So again, I listen to the chatter, I listen to small news items that could become bigger news items. So small news item, here's Russia. Oh, no. We want to stay involved with crypto and we've introduced a brand new regulation around crypto. Quite convenient. But you pay attention to things like that because of what could happen thereafter so that you can act faster. So that's what I do. I capture these notes so that I can move faster on what I believe is going to happen, right? So my move on Gala had nothing to do with any macro political event that happened outside. It's on fire sale. I'm going to get some more. So I lowered my strike price, meaning how much my break even number is. I've lowered that number so that when it goes back up, I realize profit sooner rather than later. And I think Gala is going to pop. I really do. It's just a matter of time because it's a really good gaming platform. So I'm still learning about things. I'm still learning about DeFi projects. I'm still learning about the various dApps that are out there. What are they doing? How are they doing it? So all of those things I'm paying attention to. What's your total value locked, for a given crypto? These are things that I'm paying attention to. Anyway, that's Eddie J on crypto. Don't forget, smash the likes, subscribe, and get notified about when I drop a new video. Hope you're having a great day. Go have fun in crypto land.